Welcome to the live stream. The show will be starting soon. Until then, click that share.
We live. Yo, what's going on? Man, my framing is all off today, man. What's going on? Welcome to Content Ecosystem. My name is Eliseo. On this channel, we focus on content creation and monetization. So, man, it's going to be super dope. I have a brand new series. We're not really too new. We're about 8 episodes in now, and it's just called Creators on the Come Up. It's an idea I had, and just been really blessed to have some super dope creatives come on the show. Really, a lot of them I actually look up to. So, I mean, that's rare, right? So I'm just super humbled and whatnot. And we're going to get right into the show. This person that we're bringing up, his name is Henny Tha Bizness. Now, in my world, that's a big deal. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really ecstatic to bring him on. Really just, hear his story. He's well documented, so we won't really get too much into that. So he has a YouTube channel where you can really dive deep into his story. But we're going to just go through a few things with him. And also, he's coming up on 100,000 subscribers, which is super dope, super inspirational, man. So we just going to chop it up with the homie. And, we're just going to go from there, man. So let's get this thing going. Let's get the party started, man.
Content Ecosystem. Creators on the come up.
Yo, what's up, Henny Tha Bizness? What it is, my guy?
What's up, brother? Thank you for having me.
Yeah, man, definitely, man. Thank you for coming on the show. I always say to my guests, just thanks for coming, man. Like I said, you don't know me from a hill of beans, right? So you could have been like, hey, man, nah, I'm straight, bro. And, in the industry, you get a lot of that, right? You get a lot of people kind of like shunning you off if they don't really know you. So it just really speaks a testament to your character, just being able to come on and do interviews and chop it up with us, man. So I appreciate that, bro.
No doubt. I mean, it's a pleasure to be here. And like I said before, it's really all about building our communities, and making sure that, we help each other out, because you never know when you might need a hand yourself. So I never take it lightly to be on these things, and I take it with all seriousness. It's just with everything else that I'm doing. So, yeah, I'm glad to be here.
That's dope. Yeah, I believe I heard you say one time too. You was like, you never know who's somebody today, who they're going to be next year or in 10 years. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So exactly. I think that's a really dope mindset to have, because I've actually seen it too. People on a climb up, they don't have the same energy, when they got to climb back up that ladder again. So
talk it. You already know what it is.
So want to welcome you to Team SM7B. I know you just recently got the SM7B. So how you vibing with it?
Man, this is probably the 4th time I've actually, I had it, then I gave it. I had so many mics, I had a big studio in the house, and I had a big studio here in Atlanta. Yeah. And I had so many of them, but I never thought of it in this way until I was just like, you know what? I probably need to go ahead and get back on this SM7B now. I love the MV7, but the SM7B is where it's at for me. So,
it's the boss, man. It's the boss. To me, SM7B just screams brand to me. Like, you're legit for some reason. I don't know what it is, but like you see all
high
that
fidelity. Right.
Exactly. You see, everybody who is somebody has one. Joe Rogan and all these, the Breakfast Club. Definitely. So it's like, as soon as I'm scrolling down my timeline, if they have an SM7B, I at least give them like a few minutes to see what they're talking about.
Okay, yeah, see what's going on. Let me hear what's going on. Yeah.
No, but I appreciate that. So yeah, man, we just kind of gonna fire some rounds, kind of like, like I said, you're well documented. So I kind of one of my pet peeves is when people do podcasts and live streams, and it's like they didn't do no research. So I know all about you, and anybody who really wants to dive into Henny Tha Bizness, go to the channel and really dive deep. I just got some questions because we kind of come from the same world a little bit, so just to kind of let you know who I am, my name's Eliseo. Central Florida, born and raised, and I was in a group called Trill, Treal. So it wasn't Trillville in Atlanta. We was kind of the Trill in Orlando, and I was the main producer. So, just God gave me a gift to produce beats and write songs. So a while ago, it was 07. We got signed to a publishing deal with Atlantic. And long story short, but anyways, so they would send us beats and stuff. So I mean, I literally have folders full of back then. It was Drummer Boy who was hot. It was Kane Beats, that's my brother.
Kane
you know what I'm
Beats,
saying?
yep.
It was the Runners, they from Orlando.
Yep.
Kane Beats from Orlando. So many, of course, the business.
Justice
you know what I'm saying?
League,
So
yep.
it's so many. I mean, just I see your face, and I know it's just bringing back like, wow, that that was those times. So I got these beats from the business. I didn't know who you were. I didn't know nothing about the business, but they would always send the packs through. And I was like, man, who is this? Like these beats are funky. Like, so I just want to, I want to dive into like we're going to spend a little time talking about the music, and then we're going to get on the YouTube stuff. So if you don't mind, cause we kind of, what I like to say is you represent a certain avatar that man, when I seen you on YouTube, bro, I was like, thank you, because you represent a certain avatar that was not on YouTube. Right. And what I mean by that is, of course, we can say black father, faith, man of faith, all that, educator, but it was just not, represented on YouTube like it really should have been. And also crossing over from, and I won't even say crossing over, but at least bridging music with YouTube, right? Because there was such a need, it still is such a need to represent that lane. So I'm just so glad you stepped in there and filled that void, to be honest with you. So, man, I don't even know where I was going. I just kind of got wrapped up in myself. I'm hyped,
hey, it's
bro.
all good. Let's flow with it. I'm with you.
I got to get, I only got an hour, so I got to get so much out in this hour. So, I said, we're going to kind of start with the music. Like I seen a video. So let me just tell this story. So they would send the beats through. The business beats. I would always hear the business, right? I would always hear that. And I'm like, okay, they cool. But at the time, I know y'all had placements, but it wasn't like nothing huge, right?
Right.
I kid you not, bro. After writing to y'all beats for a while, we never really had any hooks that really got solidly placed with y'all beats or nothing. But I was just hearing y'all tag all the time. I'm like, man, that's lit. I never forget the time, bro. Because even though we didn't know y'all, I didn't know you, I felt like we kind of had that connection because we was on the grind, the music grind. Bro, life-changing moment for me, dog. Legit. Okay. I'm riding in my car. I hear the business on the radio. And the next thing I hear is, I like a long, thick red bone. Bro. Yeah. Even though I didn't know you, I was like, these dudes made it. Like, I saw that progression from, that was a moment. Yeah. I saw the progression from grinding to we made it now. And I didn't even know y'all guys, but I was so like proud of y'all because I'm like, it represented like that grind, man. So just kind of, how did that feel, dude? Like, what was like I know you sent the beat off. Did y'all write the hook? Did they write the hook? How was that?
Man, that's Young Money. Lil Wayne, Drake. I think a little bit everybody from Young Money was on that record. That record was long as hell. But it was a situation to where me and my former business partner, we were just grinding out here, and we had moved back to Atlanta from living in LA for like 6 years. And I recently got married. I was trying to get some property out here in Atlanta. And, we just started grinding the Atlanta scene. We started going to Patchwork a lot, a big studio out here. Started going to Hot Beats a lot. And then we was getting hit up on MySpace, these MySpace times.
Bruh.
Man, we got hit up by Drake. He was unsigned, unknown. He was just kind of out here working with Trey Songz. And he was starting to build a relationship with Cash Money and Young Money. And he was like, can you pull up? I got my engineer in here. We're just going to, just try to cook up, because he had just heard that we did My President Is Black from Jeezy.
Yeah,
and he was like, I love that sound, all of that. And that was kind of one of the things that kind of really started to push us on the radar. And so, we just, just like everything else, we just leave a CD. It would be in there.
Yeah.
It'd be me, me, Dow, my business partner would be 40. It'd be Drake, Wayne, and Mac Main and Baby, and everybody was in the big rooms. And it was just kind of like everybody was just kind of like, it was like a camp. And so we would be playing beats, whatever, and then we would bounce because we didn't know them like that. We didn't want to just intrude on their space. And so what happened was, Drake started writing ideas to our tracks. He was loving them. He was playing for Wayne on the tour bus, and forgot the CD on the tour bus. And Wayne was like, I love these beats too. And then he started writing to them. The problem was he started writing to the same beats that Drake was writing to.
Yeah, and that happens a lot, bro. It happens a lot.
Yeah, and you know how it goes. And that became Every Girl. And it was bittersweet in the fact that Drake was kind of he had already written a record to it. and he was going to use it for So Far Gone, and he was just like,
but it wasn't
what y'all want
Weezy.
to do, and he left it up to us, and we were like, well, this is Wayne, this is 08, 07, 08 Wayne,
Yes, bro.
and so we're like, and he kept the tag. So what was this grind? Well, we talked about the grind. Nobody would ever keep the tag on our
Yes.
record. So,
Yes.
all the 50 Cent records and the
Yes.
G Unit records, the Aftermath records, we worked with R. Kelly and so many other people from like 03 to 07. Nobody allowed us to keep the tag on. But Wayne was the first one to be like, I just like the tag.
Yes.
And it just happened. And I say it's bittersweet because that was kind of like a sore spot for Drake at that moment, because he was like, I get it, y'all rocking with Wayne, and I don't want to say rocking with Wayne more than me, but it was just kind of like he understood that like he was the he was the breadwinner of the situation.
Wow.
But it was
I never knew that. Wow, that's a backstory for you, bro. Never knew that.
Yeah, so we tried to continue to cultivate that relationship as much as possible, but I think in the back of his head he's like, are y'all gonna sell that beat to somebody else again? You know what I mean? And that can be very hard for producers and songwriters when you finally get a chance to really start going and meeting some of your idols, and then next thing you know, you're having to bet against which one or try to figure out which one is going to be better. And I'll be honest, I didn't necessarily know Drake like Drake, and Dow was more so the one saying, yo, he's going to be the next. And I was like, okay, cool, but like, let's get the win because we got to get this money.
We trying to get our young money too, you dig?
Hey, that's what it was. And it turned into a song and publishing deal with Cash Money and stuff like that. So
that's lit.
It was a huge blessing because it put us on the map for sure.
Yeah, man. And that's the thing. Like I remember, and that's crazy because I would be in Atlanta. Atlantic would always have like writing sessions, so they would bring me up. I would be in Doppler Studios. I would be in there with like Shoutout Red. He was a hot producer at the time. Yeah. And y'all would be in like Studio A. I would be in like Studio B. Shoutout Red would be in like Studio C. And it's like I was telling my friend, it's funny that we never like bumped shoulders in the hallways or nothing like that. It was kind of crazy. So, but I remember in a studio session where they were writing to Low. Who produced that? The DJ, Low from Flow Rider. It was around that time.
Oh yeah, Flow Rider. Yeah.
DJ, what's his name? He's a DJ. Anyway, he produced that record. Yeah, DJ Monte produced that. Right? I think so. One of those. So I remember they wrote the record for Juvenile. It was supposed to be like Juvenile's comeback record. And then it was like Juvenile didn't write too many good lyrics on it or something. And then T-Pain then them gave the hook to Flow Rider and he murked it. And then it's kind of funny to hear the backstories of some of these records and who had it first and who ended up with it. So it's just really cool
it's cool. Atlantic way.
Yeah. It's cool to hear that backstory about every girl. That's crazy. I want to talk about this real quick. The chords on that song. And I hate to just kind of harp on that song real quick, but it's a legendary song. Like the chord, those are heaven sent chords. Like heaven, they came straight from heaven, bro. Like how is that? Like that chord progression? Like how did you come up with that? Like what was that, bro? Like that's some alien stuff,
man. So if we go all the way back to like 95, 96 is when I started to try to really play piano for like the girls at school and stuff like that. And I was just trying to write records, and I started doing stuff for my church choir. And I did a record for a song for my church choir, and then from there it went to one of the organists in the city wanted to train me because he saw I had such a raw talent. I had no skills, and so he was like, I was like, well, I mean, I'm about 15, 16 at this point. He's, before you go to college, I'm gonna give you as much tools as you need. And it was such a blessing because he just gave me gospel ear training for piano. Wow. And so he was like, these are these $1 million chords, and he would just show me all these turnarounds. My man, Lewis Harris. So he blessed me with, man, I would just say about 2.5, 3 years of just once a week, just showing me how to play the piano. Wow. And, I didn't get as great as I probably wanted to be with the skills, but he would just show me these chords. And, I think the song that I always wanted to play was like, a lot of Babyface songs are like Ribbon in the Sky, Stevie Wonder, stuff like that. That was the stuff that I wanted to play.
Wow.
And so those chords you'll hear, like the Babyface chords, the Stevie Wonder chords, some of those in a lot of my records, because that's the chord progressions that I always fell in love with. You know what I mean?
Bro, those chords, I remember seeing an old video of you, and you was like, it's so pixelated because it's super old, but you was like, yeah, I wanted to play some chords like this, and you just went to town. It was like, ding, ding, you like the thirds and the fifths, and ding, ding. I'm like, this dude just played this so effortlessly. Like, my wife always tells me, because I play for my church as well, she's like, you should really let people see that side of you, that you could play like that. So had you ever thought about letting people really see that side of you as a musician? Like, I don't ever think I've really seen you like just kind of go all in like on that. Not all in, but like kind of show a little bit.
It's so hard, dog, when you get around such talented pianists, and like you be like, I mean, they know I have the chords, but them boys can play, and so like I never really thought of myself as just like a key guy, like some of these guys that I was around. I was like, oh boy, these,
they getting it in.
I'm definitely a studio musician. I always thought like maybe I could be a touring musician. Maybe I was never necessarily a church musician. I played a few times for my church choir, but it wasn't consistent enough for me to pick up those chops. So I still transposed everything down.
For real, that transpose button is like, it's like the faded, because my finger is faded right there. But no, that's crazy, man. Yeah, I didn't want to offend you and ask like, did you play for church? But I know church chords when I hear them. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, those are straight up like gospel chords in that song. So dope, man. I just wanted to definitely hear that story. That's super dope. So let me ask you now, like, what is a day in the life in Henny the Business now? Like, what like do you do most? Like, what is your life constructed around? Are you I hear you're an educator, like a teacher? Like, what is your thing now?
Yeah. So, man, I'm first and foremost just like a husband and a father, and I take being a family man, a brother, a son, I take it all very, very seriously. So I've told a lot of people that I probably could have been way more successful in my career had I not wanted to put as much effort into my family life as I have, because I knew that at the end of the day, your family is all that really is going to matter. And do I want to give it to the world, or do I want to give it to my family? You know what I mean? And so I tried to balance it. But a day in the life now, it's like, I have 3 tiers of my situation, dog. Like, it's education, it's technology, and it's music. You know what I mean? And so, of course, on the music side, I'm still producing, still songwriting, the thing that never will ever stop. Right. And that's just kind of, I've been doing it for so long. It's just, when the creative vibes hit, it hits. It's not every day, it's whatever. But, on the tech side, right. Starting, my YouTube channel, showing people that it's possible to do things on mobile devices, those types of things, getting into showing people how to really take, these things, Ecamm Live, virtual learning, virtual teaching, virtual live streaming, all of this, trying to get the most professional looks. All of those things are the things that really get me going. The tech side of things, I really love it. I'm into it all day. And so that's, one of the reasons I started my YouTube channel, started building, iOS apps. And so we have a lot of calls, emails, things like that about how to big up that brand and those things. But then on the education side, I'm a professor at my alma mater, Morehouse College, with my business partner and professor friend, Kennard Garrett, KG. And so, for us, it's like, we teach music production, we teach music production and recording sciences, and we do a J-Mester, which is like a course in January for like a couple weeks. That's like 5-6 hours long a day, where we teach today's music industry with comprised of like race, culture, and technology. So, man, the day is full between that and then, trying to make sure I'm being the best husband, father that I can be around this house. So,
I can contest to that, because I remember in my 20s hard grinding in the studio, and I remember like saying to myself, man, when I hit 30, right, if it hasn't happened, then it's not like I won't give it up, but I'm gonna put family first all day. You know what I'm saying? And just with you real quick, and it seems like, because I've been following you for a while, bro. Now you can tell me if I'm wrong or not, but it's like your whole countenance is different, bro. Like, and I know in the music industry, not saying that you had fell victim to this, but I know a lot of times in the music industry, you got to keep a certain facade up. Like, you can't really smile. You got a mean mug. You don't really know who's approaching you. You don't really know who's trying to communicate with you and what their intentions are. So I know you got to stay a much more kind of guarded in the music industry, but I just seems like I noticed now that you're like, I won't say a different person, because it's not like I knew you, but on video, it's like seeing your clips and stuff, it's like if I compare it back 10 years ago, bro, it's like a different vibe, bro.
I'm a
Like
completely different man for sure. Yeah.
what would
And
you
I'll tell
attribute
you,
that to?
like, it, um, like when I was 25, right, living in LA, I had a 2-bedroom apartment trying to make it ends meet in LA. It was crazy hard. And I came back from Christmas, me and my girlfriend at the time, who's my wife now. And our house had been ransacked, ran through, everything was gone, right?
Wow.
Basically, all I had left was the first keyboard that I had was like my ASR 10. It's probably too heavy for cats who ran up in my crib to get it out, and my original V8 speakers. And so I was broken. I was just kind of like, I don't know what to do. I'm out here in LA. I'm damn near broke. I don't know how to pay for anything. I used to use my apartment as a recording studio. Now I don't know who to trust. And so I was very guarded, right? And there's another dude out there now in LA that he was from Seattle. I'm from Seattle. And he's rocking mixtapes, doing his thing. And what happened was I was like, I need somebody to speak for me because I don't feel comfortable out in the scene like that. Like I've always been kind of like an introvert anyway. And so I was sitting there like, I need somebody to kind of speak for me and figure this thing out. So as he was doing mixtapes, I was feeding him beats when we were trying to get the beats on the mixtapes. And then it developed into a relationship where I was just like, yo, like, I came to him and I was like, I came up with a name that we could do this thing together. And it's like, another version of calling ourselves the shit. Like instead of calling ourselves the shit, we call ourselves the business.
Oh, nice.
And
Nice.
it came from that. And then it was us for, from 05 to 2015. And it was a situation to where I basically, gave Dal the reins to run our brand. I didn't think about branding then. I didn't think about, who I was besides the business. It was just the business brand. And so I didn't focus on tech, our social media. I didn't focus on a lot of things. And he took the meetings. He had the contacts. I had the music. You know what I mean? And when we went and we just made it seem like we made the situation seem like we were production partners, like we did everything together. And that's kind of what the facade was for many years. And it just kept boiling in me that I had a story to tell. You know what I mean? And by 2012, it just kind of cracked open when I received a key to my city back home in Seattle, because I was like, I can't just come back home, get a key to the city and not do something for the people. And when I started to do things for the people, when I started to try to get back to my high schools and the boys, I was part of the Boy Scouts, the Eagle Scout, you know what I mean? I was part of the church, trying to get back to the church, got to get back to the Boys and Girls Club. It just opened my spirit up. And I was like, I have a different path that I'm headed into. You know what I mean? And it was a very hard thing to do, but I had to tell him, like, I'm on a different path.
Yeah.
And I don't know where this is going to go. And so I was like, from this point on, I got to be as truthful as possible. And I want to make it better. I want to make it a better situation for others to be like, yo, I can just be a regular dude. I can be a good dude. I can be a dude who didn't come from the hood. I can be a dude who I don't have to be all the things that hip hop has portrayed us to be.
Yes.
And so I just started speaking my truth more and more and more. And it'd been some really hard times over the last 5 years because I had to learn branding. I had to learn building myself up, getting the contacts myself, getting out of my own shell, going to the club by myself, going to the situations by myself. I would just do it just to make sure that I can get out of my comfort zone, to find a way to give myself back. And YouTube was the best tool that came out of that. And so I just started pouring everything into the camera.
Yeah.
And here we are.
That's lit, man. Just got me hype. So I'm gonna ask one more music question, then we're gonna kind of get on some YouTube stuff. Did you see any backlash, like from like you just going the whole full YouTube route from the music industry? Did you feel like they was like, well, he's over there now, so he's kind of like, did you feel any shunned or like blackballed in any type of way when you did make that move?
Nah, I wouldn't say shunned. I would just say, like, the looks and the talk about, like, okay, you on that tech thing now. Okay. But
Yeah.
I mean, are you still making beats? Are you still a beat maker? You still got it, right? Like, have you lost? Like, it was the whole thing of like, I know you lost it. I was like, nah, I ain't lost it at all. That's just, I found something else to put my time into. And it was a struggle, dog. I mean, but it was even more of a struggle trying to show people that I was trying to make beats on this iPad in 2015. They really thought I was losing my mind. You know what I mean?
But you were just prophetic. You know what I'm saying? You was prophetic in a way. You know what I'm saying? So I
just saw it. I saw it. I mean, my son was 5. Go ahead.
So right now, do you still get? I know I do. So I could just imagine you do. Do you still get like deadlines and stuff that come through the email? Like, do you want to submit something? How does that look?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I mean, emails, calls, DMs. Can you come to the studio? Do you want to fly out to LA? Do you want to do these things? Especially over the last year, I have been chilling, dog. Like, I mean, we created a great bubble with, my family, my brother's families. And so we keep it very tight knit. And I'm sitting here and man, like I don't I don't have to pursue it as much because
It
I
comes to
know
you,
now, like,
basically.
yeah, like there's so much more access to so many more opportunities just
Wow. Wow.
doing you, you
Wow.
know?
That's a gem, bro. That's a gem right there.
Yeah.
So like, that's great. What was your last big placement that you felt like, man, this was a legit big placement? What was the last one?
Sacrifices did well off the Dreamville album.
Okay.
Um, that was good. Rotimi, his record that came out in October, that's doing very well. Man, there's
It's a lot. I didn't even know that it was like
yeah,
that, still that prevalent. That's dope though, because man, you have a style, right? A musical style that, man, it's like it left not left, but it would leave a void, like if it wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? So that's lit, bro.
fact.
So getting on some YouTube stuff, like,
Yeah.
yeah, man. So sorry about that, man. We went 30 minutes on that, man. That,
Hey, I'm a talker, my bad,
no, it's my fault. It's
Yeah,
my, I got to steer the conversation, but no, it was good. I know I just wanted to know that just from following you for so long. I just kind of wanted to know that backstory a little bit. But
right.
so now the YouTube stuff, like, I guess, because I've already watched all your videos. So like, so my question for you is like, how did you, okay, so you wanted to do tech, but did you ever have to struggle with like, how much of my family do I want to include? Do I want to show myself as the father? How did you pick like a niche and be able to like navigate that niche? Was that an issue for you or not really?
It tugged on me a lot, but in the beginning, like early 2017, when I started Adventures in Beat Making, I just was like, yeah, I get these calls like, "Yo, are you really about to put all of this out there?" And I was nervous, because I didn't really like to put myself out there like that. And so, like I was saying back in the other story, like it was a way for me to break out of the shell that I've been in. And so I just started doing it. And the more I did it, the more I didn't care. And the more that I realized that it didn't matter. You know what I mean? Like it
Yeah.
was just like, people got a kick out of it. People got a kick out of seeing this dude that they've been hearing, and now he's a real person. You know what
Wow.
I mean? And so, yeah, and the only thing that stopped me from Adventures in Beat Making to keep going was just like for doing it 52 weeks straight and putting all my family out there. It was like we kind of showed our life in that year, and it was a transformational year for me. But I realized that, giving myself a little bit more on the tutorial educational side on YouTube is a better fit for business. You know what I mean?
That's lit. That's lit. I love that.
Yeah.
That's a good idea too, especially when you start getting into brand deals, sponsorships, and things like that. So, what I love about your, and I don't really know a lot about your YouTube workflow, but what I can gather from it is you really took a lot of the barriers of entry out, as far as like being able to just shoot your footage. I guess you edit everything on the iPad, right?
Yeah.
So you edit everything on the iPad, and you upload it right from the iPad. Like, so I mean, where most people would have had to get to a big workstation and do all this stuff. It's like you shoot it, and what do you Dropbox it to your iPad? Is that what you do? Like, how do you get the
No,
footage?
I mean now, like I wanted to streamline it so much. Like convenience is such a big thing for me, right?
Yeah.
So now it's just like I'll shoot the talking head. I'll shoot this. It looks exactly like this nowadays. You know what I mean? Because I wanted my streaming setup and my A-roll setup to be kind of the same. And then I'll shoot some B-roll, and then I'll just use one of these USB Type C dongles to just bring my footage in through the Files app, right? And
Oh,
then I just bring all my files into the Files app, bring it into the LumaFusion, the app that I use to edit all my video, and I just start chopping it up like it was Final Cut Pro or any of the others. So it's pretty a seamless flow. And then the fact that I have all my sound effects, all my beats, everything on my iPad anyway, all my other, things that I need, it's already there. So,
that's lit.
I just make sure that all my, like you said, streamline the whole thing and keep it pushing.
But I mean, what that does for you is it allows you to pretty much edit anywhere, right? You could be at a game editing, you can be wherever, church editing, and well, not maybe not at church, but you know what I'm saying. But you know,
hey, there's a deadline, you know.
But I know for me, one of the big thing, one of the big roadblocks for me is editing, right? So I think I really want to step into that lane of just like mobile editing, because it just opens up so many more opportunities for you to do it and crank out work. And that's how I gather that's how you've been able to be super consistent with your content, because you don't have all these barriers, right? That's stopping you from, you know, shooting or editing, or the workflow isn't like 10 steps before you can do something. It's like literally like maybe 3 steps and bam, you know what I'm saying? So that was genius, man.
The biggest thing for editing, especially when you're editing yourself or editing things that you've done, it's just getting out of your own way. You know, is it good enough? Is it gonna work? Do I need to do this? Like half the time, people will spend days upon days, hours upon hours trying to figure out if it's the right edit, if it's the right cut.
Wow.
And I had to get it out of my head, like, yo, you're gonna mess up. There's gonna be some moments it's gonna be fudged. You know, it's gonna be some like you're gonna have to get it right on the job. You know what I mean? Like, audio being cracking sometimes like the audio autofocus was off. And then, you know, when you see those issues, you try to correct them with either different equipment or other things. But when you're learning on the job, it's just like at least you're getting it out, because you know, what do they say? You know, just at least get it done, right? Yeah, I forget the saying, but
yeah, it's like perfect is better than, I mean, done is better than perfect, or something like that.
Done is better than perfect. I thought it was another P though.
Progress is better than perfection, probably.
There you go. Yeah, you go. I'll take that one.
There you go. You know, we're songwriters. We got this stuff in the
hey, that came quick. Yeah.
But yo, real quick, I you know, with you though, think about it with you. I have seen that some of your videos where I'm like, the autofocus was tripping or this or that. But you know what's crazy about that is, in my head, I'm thinking he did that on purpose because he's Henny the Business. So he has this swag with the autofocus going in and out and the lighting, being off.
It's I swear 80% of it is just the way you carry it. You know what I mean? You could be messing up all day long, but if you carry it well, people are like, oh man, he did that shit on purpose.
Yeah, exactly.
That's fine. It'd be a complete mess up. You know what I mean?
Man, something I do want to say, man, something you said, bro, like, so 2 things I kind of want to touch on real quick is, when it seemed like your channel took a turn. I won't say took a turn, but I can tell when you tapped into like a little bit more inner of yourself, right? First it was like YouTube, but then at some point it was right around the time, in my opinion, when you put up that video that was like, you just got to do it, right? And I think, bro, you tapped into a whole different level when you did that video, because you actually said something on that video where I was like, wow. And I felt the same way. It was like, it was the mountain analogy. You were like, I was on this mountain, right? And then God showed me another mountain. Bro, I actually had the clip that I'm gonna play on this live stream, because go ahead. Bring me back. My alpha male won't let me say it, but I gotta say, you low key had me like in tears, because I just like,
hey. It's all good. Let's go.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll that clip real quick, and I just want my audience and to see that, and don't give me a copyright strike on this when you see this on your back office, bro.
No problem.
All right, where is this at? All right, here it go.
I decided that God had a calling on me to not only be a producer, not just a beat maker, not just somebody in the background, but somebody that has a voice to speak truth, transparency, motivation, to help others see their talents to a whole nother level, see their creativity or whatever it is, the passion that they have in their life. Maybe they can be reflected from what I'm showing them and get their dreams started. And that's why you know me now as Henny the Business, and it's not just a business as a music production duo. But I'll tell you this, I was at a mountaintop, and I could see God pointing me into another mountain. It was a lot higher for me. And he told me, I see you there, but you can't jump from the top of this mountain, now where I was at in 2012, to this mountain that I'm showing you, which I still haven't reached yet. And so what I had to do, I had to go back down the mountain that I was on, and it was not easy. I wasn't comfortable being this way, you know? And I thought things would just happen and they would happen faster. I got back down in this valley and I walked and crawled and pushed all the way to try to get to this other mountain. And through the first couple of years, it was tough because I didn't know necessarily how to start a brand. You know, our social media was basically ran by Dow, so I didn't really have any social media skills. I didn't necessarily like being in front of the camera. You know, you can see multiple times like throughout my career where, you know, I would be real fumbly of the words and not knowing what to say because I was shy. I was a little bit, I'm still like that. I'm still an introvert. Man, it took a while. Let's just be honest. It took a while. And I have to tell y'all this story because it gets into what is my point for today. I know a lot of times you see me, you know, talking about gear, talking about tutorials, talking about, you know, different things that I'm about. But the core of me is this: trying to help others reach their goals and their dreams through what I've been able to do and maybe help them get a leg up, specifically the next generation.
Wow. Oh man, I gotta drop some bombs on that, bro.
Man.
Dude, man, I can't tell you the goosebumps that I got, man, when I watched that, because I just saw myself at that point in time. I literally saw myself in you, especially transitioning from the music industry. And it's like that analogy, bro, was like I saw a mountain over there and I couldn't just jump. You know what I'm saying? I had to go down in these trenches. I had to get dirty. I had to, that's a whole message, bro. Like,
Yo, I swear, you're right. When that video, when I was scared, I was so scared to drop that one, because it was basically telling my story.
Yeah,
and I remember being so nervous, but that's when it broke wide open. You remember when I was just like, I'm trying to break open, I'm trying to break free. That was kind of like me releasing my truth to the world.
Wow.
And I remember it blowing up on all the places that I put it, Facebook and YouTube, and I was just like,
it was crazy.
Okay, all right. Now I understand why I'm here. You know what I mean?
You've arrived, Mike. You've arrived. Yeah, when I saw that, you tapped into some stuff, and that's when I felt like the channel was like, whew, like out of here from that point, man. So shout out to you, man. So I just want to let you know, bro. In my opinion, I know as overachievers, and you just really want to just see the most in yourself. But in my opinion, my little insignificant opinion, bro, you have reached that next mountain, my brother. Like 100K, dog. That is not easy, man. And I actually have, I don't know if you know, but this show is actually sponsored by TubeBuddy, and it's also sponsored by Ecamm. And I have some shout outs that we want to get into, bro. So you ready for these shout outs, man? Let's go.
Yep.
Congratulations, Henny. 100,000 YouTube subscribers. Now that's an accomplishment to be proud of. Congratulations from all of us here at Ecamm. We are so incredibly excited for you. Here's to the next 100,000.
Hey, what's up, Henny? On behalf of the entire TubeBuddy team, congratulations on hitting 100,000 subscribers. That is incredible. Proud of your journey, proud of all the work, respect on all the things that you put in to building the channel, building the community, creating amazing content, and just helping other creators out there. So excited for you, excited to see where you take your channel and your business in far-reaching places beyond this moment here. So I know you're just getting started. Thank you. I've been following your channel personally for many years and have been learning from your content. And so just a massive thank you for serving the creator community. And again, congratulations from all of us over here at TubeBuddy. All right, take care.
Yo, Henny, what's going down? It's your man DJ Pain One, just welcoming you to the 100K subscriber club. Congratulations on that. That's a huge milestone, bro. Keep growing. Much success to you. Much continued success to you in the future.
What's up, Henny? This is your girl EJ Speaks, and I want to welcome you to the 100K subscriber club. You deserve every bit of this. Your consistency and hard work has definitely paid off, and we are all so very proud of you. Keep it up, and the best is yet to come.
Yo, Henny, what's up? It's Mr. Talkbox. Check it out, man. I just want to say congratulations for reaching 100K subscribers on YouTube. Man, you killing it, man. Keep this thing popping. All right, man. Peace out.
Henny, what's good, bro? Look, you know my name ain't big in these YouTube streets yet, but as an up-and-coming creator, you're somebody who I look up to, bro. And not just as a fellow creator, but as a family man. Just to see what you've been able to do is really inspiring. And the fact that you're taking a road less traveled and staying true to who you are and what your audience wants versus what may be the most searchable hot topic at the moment is showing us that it can be done. And look, my whole channel vibe is inspired by yours, bro. So thanks for always being open and willing to share the game with me anytime I ask. It's not only helping me, but it's showing me how I should operate as a content creator. So just know we watching and taking notes, bro.
Hey Henny, this is Tom Buck, and I just wanted to say congratulations because in a world of 4K and 8K and 12K, you have hit 100K. That is some crazy resolution, and I just want to say how excited I am for you to hit that milestone and that I appreciate what you do. I've been a huge fan for a really long time. I've learned so much from you, and I'm excited to see where you go from here. This is an exciting milestone, but you deserve so much more, and I can't wait. I just can't wait. So I'm super excited for you. Congratulations. Keep doing what you're doing, and I will be there to root for you the entire time, no matter what.
Wow.
Henny, what is going on? D. Niman here. I wanted to congratulate you for hitting 100,000 subscribers on your YouTube channel. Man, that is no easy task, but you did it and you provided massive amounts of value along the way. And I wanted to personally thank you because of your videos, because of the content that you've put out. I now make music on my iPad, so thank you for that.
Yeah.
I've been a big fan for quite some time, though we've never met. I hope we are going to meet sometime in the future, and I'm really looking forward to seeing where you take your channel, man. I know it's going to be great. So congratulations once again.
Yo.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, man, that's crazy, man. Yeah, I'm real big
Thank
on
you,
like
man. That's the same.
Yeah, man, I'm real big on like give them their flowers while they're here type stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know, we come from an industry, right, where like everybody's real standoffish. They don't really, even when you winning, it's like they feel like they can't tell you that you're winning. You know what I'm saying? So man, I'm just I'm excited for you, brother. You already know we support you. And yeah, man, that's I actually so I thought of this super last minute. So I just want to shout out to Tom Buck. Tom Buck, he's in the comments right now. Yeah, and I just want to shout out to everybody who actually sent the video in because it was so last minute that I thought about it. I actually thought about it when you put the post up on Instagram. You're like 100,000. And I was like, you know what? Let me see if I can get some guys to send some stuff in. So I hit up a few people. Actually, Sean Cannell was going to send a video, and it was just too last minute, bro, just to have Sean be like, yo, you know, so I think that would have been super dope too. And a few other people, but you know, they all was like, man, we're fans of Henny, man. I love to do it. So everybody was really cool to send stuff in. So that just really just kind of speaks. That speaks to like what you've built, bro. Like that speaks to like everything that you're accomplishing, man. So I'm super excited for you, bro. And yeah, man, how you feeling?
Hey, I'm elated. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy to think, you know, these type of moments. And, you know, I think a part of my journey is knowing that it's possible because I wanted to be a superstar in some way when I was a little kid. And so to see it in the music side and knowing that it was possible, it wasn't easy. It took a lot of hard work. But, man, the moment, you know, of this it's like 10 times because it's like, yo, you had to do it and you had to figure out a way to rebuild yourself. So, you know, there's that comeback story that's on the rise. You know what I mean? That's how I feel. Yeah.
That's crazy, man. Oh, I actually forgot one. Let me play this one. I forgot one here. It's a short one, but hold on. Where's it at? Yeah.
Hey, Henny, way to go. 100,000 subscribers. Amazing.
You know who that is?
Yeah.
That's Brian G, man. Crazy. He was on the show last week and I said, can you do a drop for me? He's like, of course, man. So
oh man,
yeah, he's the OG man. So
OG, yes sir.
I ain't mean to bring the feels, my brother. I ain't mean to bring the feels.
No, I like the feels, but it's all good. I mean, my it's one of the things I didn't expect it, and I've been getting surprised a lot recently. So I think just feels like good things are on the way. So
good things are here, my brother. Good things are here.
All right.
So like, so you're gonna get that. When do you think you'll hit it? Like actually, like maybe 2 weeks from now, maybe a month.
Yeah. I mean, it's always crazy with YouTube. You know what I mean? Sometimes like it's been kind of slow over the last month or so as far as growth. It's just kind of like just kind of waving. But that's the thing about this. I knew if I just kept going, it was going to happen. And, you know, I know 1 million will happen as well if I just keep at it. The biggest thing is just not stopping. You know, it's just like, yo, I already seen so many other things happen when I just said, I'm just not going to stop till it happens.
Wow.
And the crazy part is when it happens, that's that mountaintop that you're on where you have to try to find another one. So
wow.
Yeah,
that's crazy. So what's the mountaintop after YouTube though, bro? Like what is it?
I don't know. I think this is YouTube in itself has built such an infrastructure to all parts of my life and all parts of my brand. I don't think there is what's after YouTube. YouTube just continues to be a part of it. As long as you can, as long as you can find the medium to share your life, share your work, share what you're about and your creativity. If it's not YouTube and it comes a different platform, it's going to be that. But, there's so many other things that I can build off this tree, all the different branches I can build, whether it's in apps or whether it's different medium, podcasting, film, movie, TV. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I can see it though. I can see so much more. Yeah.
That's lit. Yeah. A lot of people ask me like, should I focus on TikTok? Should I focus on Instagram? And I tell them, listen, if you really want to build something, focus on YouTube because you had it right. The branches that come from YouTube affect every part of what you're trying to do. So exactly. I think you were very prophetic in that sense, coming from the music industry to be like, yo, I got to focus on YouTube because I got the same looks like YouTube, bro. You're going to be a YouTuber. I'm like, listen, the way it's set up is, trust me, you're missing a boat, bro. So shout out to you for that. But yeah, that's all I got, man. Like I said, I'm well documented on your story, so I didn't really have too much. Just kind of wanted to hear your heart, where you're at now, and kind of what you're doing. I pretty much got all that. I would love, in the future, wherever it makes sense, that we can collab on something. I know we have a collab video coming out soon, so I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, wherever it makes sense, I would love to just keep the lines of communication open and collab with you in whatever way. Yeah, if you got any beats, I can write some hooks for you. You never know, bro.
Okay. Hey, let's do it all. I mean, at this point, I think these are the truths that people need to realize about building, virtual relationships. They're just as real, and I think that one of the best strategies that you did with connecting with me was like the audio messages on Instagram. And I don't know if that's a tactic or just something that you just do because it's easier, but you can build with somebody through email, you can build with somebody through direct message, but if you can send them a quick clip and they start to, listen back and send you others, it's like having conversation, building on things. And over time, the relationships just get, easier and more comfortable to do. So,
absolutely.
I think you're doing an amazing job, bro. I appreciate the hard work that you even did for this podcast that we're doing now, just because I see the effort, and that's, you put the effort in, you put the time in, and results are coming for sure. So
I appreciate it, man. Actually, the only reason I send voice notes because I got 3 kids and it's hard to type when they're running around. So I literally have to run to my room real quick, send you a quick voice note, and then run back and spank some tail or something. So it's crazy.
Hey, it's all good, but it works.
Yeah, it works. So I almost forgot. I want to play some of these beats, man, that I got from you.
But it works. You know what I mean? Because once you already build that relationship, you have way more than one way to communicate. When you can communicate by voice, it's real. You can at least hear it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Absolutely. So stuff. Can you hear me real quick? Can you hear me?
Hello. I lost my AirPod.
Yo. No wonder.
Brother, got me. Sorry. 1 second.
The AirPod went.
I'm back. There we go.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm back.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. Alert turned to my phone.
I was talking and you just kept talking. I'm like, okay, cool. He's feeling it. He's in the moment right now. That's cool. But I wanted to play a couple of these beats, and we're coming right up on our time, so that's cool. I want to see. I want to see your reaction to some of these beats, and I hope you can hear this. Honestly, let's start with this one. Okay. You remember this? You remember that one?
Yeah. I think it's got to be around 07.
It was the folder I have is 08. Now when I know as a producer's putting in work, this is how I know a producer's putting in work. Usually when I get beat folders, like some producers, they getting pretty, they name each beat, right? Each beat got a name.
Yeah.
With you, I know you putting in work because there's new joint 546. New joint 500.
Was that what that was?
Yeah, this is new joint 543.
Oh, okay. Yeah. New joints were the ones, that's Reason. When I just started Reason, I started calling it New Joint. When I just started using Reason. So I'd use Reason all the way up to about 600, and then I switched to Logic.
Well, okay. Well, this one says new Logic joint, so this must be a mixed bag then.
Yeah,
because this one is new Logic joint number 10. Let me play this one.
Okay,
new Logic joint.
Yeah, it's Mac 10.
You remember that one?
Yeah, I think Mac 10 was on that.
Oh, that got placed?
Yeah, that's Mac 10 and
oh wow.
Is it Mac 10 and Glasses Malone? Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool. This is one I know got placed. I just can't remember the song. Hold on, let me play this one.
Okay.
The business.
No, it's not this one. No, it's not.
That's when the arpeggiators was popping.
I know.
That's gotta
bro.
be like 08.
Oh my lord. It was 08. Arpeggiators on everything. We thought we was doing something too. It made us
the business.
Hold on. This one. What is this?
That's T-Pain.
Oh, what song?
Is that on the Freaknik? So I scored the Freaknik cartoon with T-Pain.
Oh.
And so I think that was one of the records from that. We did so many records.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just play one more and cause bro, I got so many from you. It's like I know, and that's the humbling part of being a producer, just putting in the work and knowing that maybe only half of them may get picked. And then what's really the blow is when you get picked. I've had record labels send me a check and they pay me for the song and it still don't end up on the album.
Still doesn't come out. Exactly.
It's like, what?
Oh, it's the worst. That's the worst. You're just gonna hold on to my art forever. Yeah.
Exactly. Hold on, let me play one last one.
Yep.
The business.
This is hot. I like this. Wow.
Oh, it was one of those build-up ones.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Did this one ever get placed? Did that one ever get placed?
No, I think it was too busy. I think people were just waiting. I think I took too long for it to drop because when it dropped, it was kind of funky. But
it was funky, yeah.
It took a while. Yeah,
it took a while. Yeah,
that one. I don't think that one. I think a lot of people try to reference that and demo that, but yeah, nothing.
Yeah, you were.
Real.
Yeah, you was. I remember when you did Every Girl in the World, and when you brought that string part in, like halfway through the verse, it really brought up some intensity and just kind of switched up the beat and stuff. So I think you were still in your symphonic bag with those strings and stuff.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, IK multimedia stuff all day. Yeah, I was really rocking with the symphonic stuff. Yeah.
Do you got your phone, man? I'm gonna just go ahead and plug in the Clubhouse, and we'll jump in there. And we just usually do like 30 minutes, to be honest with you, bro. And
okay, hold up.
People can ask questions or not.
All right, I am on Clubhouse.
You're on? Okay. I try to do this live on the stream.
Jump in the room.
Oh, do you see it?
Yeah, creators on the come up. Yeah, yep.
Oh, lit. All right, hold on one second, bro.
Yep.
My chair literally just rolled over my data cord. 1 second.
Yep.
All right. Let me go ahead and put this. I got this. Boom. All right, so let me Hey, if people come through, cool. If not, we'll just chop it up for a few, brother. All right, how do I open this up, though? All right. Oh, wow. Oh, you started already. Dope. All right. Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out if my AirPods is now on Clubhouse or if it's back on my computer. Hold on, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream though, bro. But hey,
Okay, cool.
Hey, once again, thanks everybody for tuning in. If you